All right, we're going to go back live now to the student protests. Our reporter Slindelo Masikane has been following demonstrators. It seems like they've just managed to break through a gate at one of the universities. Slee, let's bring you in. Just tell us where you are and what's happening.
Well, Shahan, you've correctly stated that these students have barged or made their way into the STH campus here in Auckland Park. It is one of the UJ campuses where we do find many students who are in the hospitality sector. There was a bit of a standoff with security officials. But students managed to barge their way through. They're carrying tires, and we're not quite sure what the plan is. But we do know that students are adamant that these protests are going to continue. We don't know what the police action is going to be within this particular campus, but we do know that the students managed to overpower some of the campus security at this particular gate. They're now inside this campus and are marching their way through. We do see that some of the students from Wits converged with these students from UJ. Many of those that are here are from the UJ campus. Only a small group of Wits students managed to converge with them on Annette Road, which is just opposite Mill Park. And we're now inside one of the UJ campuses, and we are with the students. We're not quite sure what their plan is. We're literally just following them as they go. They've been quite mum and secretive in terms of their plan of action. But for the most part, for most of the afternoon rather, we have been seeing protest action on the roads where traffic is being disrupted, where students are being called upon to join the protest action. Many of the students here saying that it is a fight for all and all students need to be involved.
Yes, Lee, we know that in 2015, 2016, once students entered universities, they damaged buildings and property. Of course, we know the police will probably be on standby to deal with the possibility of that happening now. Were the police able to manage these students into the campus? Are they behind them? How did this unfold?
It's quite peculiar, I think, in terms of how the police are interacting with the students today. They're not being as forceful as what we're used to. And, I mean, for them to allow these students to actually make their way inside, I think it's the Bunting campus where we're at, Shahan. I think is actually quite unprecedented in terms of what we're used to when it comes to police intervening in this protest action. So far, they've allowed them to come in, but we do know, of course, from the visuals that you saw, that students actually just force their way in. So how police or law enforcement will react in terms of students making their way into this particular campus remains to be seen. But for the most part, all the students have done is make their way through and are just demonstrating within the campus.
So let's talk about the numbers. Of course, we're at the front of this group of students. How many of them are currently joined forces? Because, you know, you were saying people from Wits and UJ actually came together.
Majority of those that you're seeing in front of you, Shahan, are from the UJ campuses rather. And okay, so we're being intimidated now.
You are not allowed to broadcast us.
Why are we not allowed to broadcast this protest? I'm not going to move. I'm not going to move. So we have a situation where for most of the day, Shahan, we have been intimidated, we have been harassed. Students from the EFF Student Command in particular are intimidating other students and not allowing them to speak to us. There's one that's coming right now trying to intimidate my camera person, Ditiro. But Ditiro is not backing down either. We believe that we have a constitutional right to be here and to broadcast these student protests. So for the most part, it's been a standoff between us and some students who refuse to let us broadcast, who are insisting that we should not be here, who are intimidating other people from speaking to us. And we have just been trying to show our viewers what is happening in Johannesburg. We believe that this is an issue that all South Africans should be able to have broadcast, and at this stage we're just trying to give you the visuals as best we can.
Yeah, it's absolutely shocking that these students don't understand the power of the media, because we are basically telling this country what's happening and what their concerns are. Political affiliation or not, nobody has a right to tell us where we can and cannot broadcast from, because as you say, we have a constitutional right to be on any public property in this country.
So control your members. Please control your members. We're not trying to fight with you. Just allow us to do our job. That is it. Please.
We need our leadership to remind us. Why is that? President, why is the leadership to they need to come here. Yes. We need them to remind us all. We need them not divided. Not divided. Stop it with this. We can't do this.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Please leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Yes, I am going to protect him. As you can see, Shahan, we're still being harassed, we're still being intimidated. Some students want us here, some of the students are defending us. Most of them are... You want us to leave? I'm not going to leave, sir. I'm not going to leave. So now we have a standoff, basically, with some of the students who don't want us here. Some of our colleagues have come to our defense as well, and it seems as though there's a difference of opinion in terms of the media houses that they want here. We've been adamant that we understand if EFF members do not want to engage with us, but what they cannot do is stop us from doing our jobs. You can't do that. So we have some of our colleagues here who are trying to make some of these students understand that we are only here to broadcast protest. Move! We don't want to DVD you. Move!
We had no problem. Complaint. We had no problem with media since the whole day.
Please, guys.
Since eNCA arrived, eNCA should leave. We don't want them to be part of
Please, don't touch me. Don't leave. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. This is not an EFF event. This is not an EFF event. I'm not leaving.
Let's remember the cause. Let's remember the cause.
So, Shahan, it remains to be seen exactly what's going to happen in terms of the protests themselves. Unfortunately, we're becoming the topic of conversation here. They are diverting from their own issues. The issue right now is our presence here and whether we're going to be allowed to remain here or not. But for the most part, we've been told that we're not wanted here. We've been told that they want us to leave and they don't want us to broadcast the protest. But we insist on being here because we believe our viewers, just as any any other in South Africa deserve to see what is happening on the streets of Johannesburg today. So for now, we are here. One of them is admitting right now that the issue is with us being here, but unfortunately I cannot allow my colleague Enao Ditiro to be intimidated. I cannot allow us to be forced out of this area, because what is happening right now is an issue that's affecting students from across the country. It's not an issue that goes along political lines. So in terms of my responsibility as a broadcaster, I choose to remain here and try to bring our viewers the coverage as best